John 13. Now before the festival of the Passover, Jesus knew that his hour had come to depart from this world and go to the Father. Having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the very end. The devil had already put into the heart of Judas, the son of Simon Iscariot, to betray him, and during supper, Jesus, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hands, that he had come from God and he was going back to God, he got up from the table, took off his outer robe, and tied a towel around himself. Then he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet and to wipe them with his towel that was tied around him. He came to Simon Peter, who said to him, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus answered, "You do not know what I am going to do, but later you will understand." Peter said to him, "You will never wash my feet." And Jesus answered, "Unless I wash you, you have no share with me." Simon said to him, "Lord, in that case not my feet only, but my hands and my head." Jesus said to him, "One who has bathed does not need to wash, except for the feet, but he is entirely clean, and you are clean, though not all of you." For he knew who was ready to betray him. For this reason he said, "Not all of you are clean." Verse 12. After he had washed their feet, he had put on his robe and had returned to the table. He said to them, "Do you know what I have done to you? You call me teacher and Lord, and you're right, for that is what I am. So if I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have set you an example, that you also should do as I have done to you. Truthfully, I tell you, servants are not greater than the master, nor are messengers greater than the one who sent the message. If you know these things, you are blessed if you do them." I read these things in effort to think about how Christ has taught us in communion with one another. I'm trying to think and dwell and meditate on these scriptures and some others, and I will continue to read them and make a series of studies, because I think there is more to communion than just the sacrament. I think there's a connection that is being made between how we treat others and how our relationship is with others in the church. I believe that Christ was making a connection. He said, "Blessed are you if you do these things." I'll read 14. John 13:14. So if I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's. For I have set an example, verse 15, that you also should do as I have done to you. 16. Truly, I tell you, servants are not greater than their master, nor are messengers greater than the one who sent them. 17. If you know these things, you are blessed if you do them. There's a connection he's making between all the things he just did, from Passover to showing what a servant truly is. And I'm going to explore this and contemplate and share with everyone. Thank you. God bless.